Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And we are standing by. We're looking to get a word on the closing of health, is it health clinics? The health centers, the fact that health centers are closed today. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has advised that all health centers have been closed for today, and that staff of these facilities are to check with their parish emergency operations centers to find out whether they are to be deployed elsewhere. Persons with chronic diseases and those requiring immunization, antenatal care, and antenatal, that's after birth, right? I think so. And or other services are to contact the health center as soon as services are restored to get a new appointment. The ministry says every effort is being made to restore services in the shortest possible time. The cancer treatment centers at Cornwall Regional Hospital and St. Joseph's Hospital are also closed today. Public hospitals remain open for emergency cases and deliveries. Let's get an understanding from our guest at this time, Dr. Nicole Dawkins Wright, Director, Emergency Disaster Management and Special Services at the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Good afternoon to you, Dr. Dawkins Wright. How are you? I trust you're safe.
Good afternoon, Dervan, and all the listeners that are listening on. I am in the Health Emergency Operations Center, and I am safe. And we're all safe in here just now.
Okay. What can you tell us with respect to the arrangements as far as the health centers are concerned?
Okay, so as you have advised persons in terms of safety or health centers, which are usually your smallest closest to your home or your visit, which are usually your walk-in or scheduled appointments, we have closed them for today for the passage of the storm. We anticipate that we should be able to ride out the storm if you have your appointment for today. However, we would like you very much that if you were scheduled to have an appointment with the health center today, as soon as the services are restored, we anticipate that by tomorrow or the day after, to please wait until us and give us a call to the health center and a new appointment will be scheduled for you. If, however, you have an emergency at this time or public hospitals being open for dire emergency and for delivery. If you are having any questions at all and you are uncertain, please contact our contact center here, the 188 number, and we will provide additional guidance.
Can we get that number again, please?
So the Minister of Health and Wellness call center 1-888-1 which is 1-888-663-5683.
All right. And anything else we need to know? Those of us who are who have particular issues to deal with?
So for persons with chronic illnesses or underlying medical conditions, we trust in that stay, but you should ensure to keep your medication with you and continue taking them until your next appointment or you access service.
Right. And we also have some information in terms of how those in the health sector uh, will deal with chronic illnesses. So people with chronic illnesses, for example, such as diabetes, high blood pressure.
The hypertension,
Hmm.
the asthma, or kidney diseases, the patients,
Hmm.
persons who normally on know of the underlying condition and would have their medication on hand. Persons with mental health conditions as well,
And for,
same as prescribed.
we have had on a couple of occasions uh, police personnel and others having to participate in the birth of a child. I'm just remembering that. Was it one of those that a colleague of ours here at Power 106, Richard Flowers, was engaged in something like that as well? So you don't have to be a professional to do that kind of thing.
Dervan, I was texting you. The birthing process is a natural process. We will do it, however, that persons or pregnant persons would have heeded our advice and encouraged persons to get closer to their health facilities that they would expect to deliver, especially if they're close to delivery time.
Mhm.
If we are in the unfortunate situation, I would try as much as possible to attend to care and we are able to reach to the hospital, of course, that is where delivery will occur.
Mhm.
We are not encouraging persons to go above and beyond, but if at all, it would be very good if persons are trained in first aid, but as best as possible, we provide support and we reach out for help, call our local call center, and we provide additional guidance based on the circumstances that you would have presented when you speak on the floor.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for giving us a better understanding of the closure of the health centers. And but we recognize that you're still very much on the job. You don't have a choice, do you?
We don't have the choice. And we are here to provide the support as best as we can and provide health and medical services for our.
Hello,
Hello?
lost you for a moment there. For or you are going
All
to.
the people that we have here in Jamaica, of course.
Hmm.
So as best as possible, we restore services as soon as we can. And right now, for all emergencies, we provide the care that we need.
And out of curiosity, what kind of conditions have you been working in so far, or your team, or any member of your team, in
Well,
terms of the weather? In terms of.
the different types of team members. So we, for example, within the emergency operations center, we would be in our established places to
Mm.
help to coordinate some of the activities, monitor what is on the road, and provide additional support.
Okay.
So we have been pre-positioned and in the healthcare facilities, there are hospitals to provide care because we access care there.
Oh,
And of course, we maintain close dialogue with the parties of the office because we do have persons who may be in shelters, and if we need to provide any intervention for persons in shelters, we provide care as well.
all
The
right.
condition has been, we have been monitoring carefully. It is a particular weather system. As much as could have been done to prepare to brace for this storm has been done, and we are in a good position to provide an optimal care under the given circumstances.
Okay. Well, we thank you for the service you continue to give to Jamaica and Jamaicans, and we wish you and the team all the very best as you serve us.
Thank you very much. And I would just like to take this opportunity to thank our healthcare workers. It is the Healthcare Workers Appreciation Month for July. And as you rightly said, they go above and beyond the call of duty.
Indeed,
Thank you
they
very much.
do. Thank you too. All the best. Take care. Dr. Nicole Dawkins Wright, Director, Emergency Disaster Management and Special Services, Ministry of Health and Wellness. We're pretty close to the break, and we're going to take that break in just a moment. And uh, let's just go through some of the other. In fact, let's take the break and come back with more in just a moment.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. Designed by the Jamaica Customs Agency. Is in person. You can collect online with sending foreign TI. Sign up today. From abroad, you can manage clearance and pay online. Your loved one just has to collect. Easy. For more information, WhatsApp 876-577-8905.
Brides, maids, and wedding planners. The Flair Island Wedding Edition is coming your way on a new date, July 15th. Get exciting new tips and creative options for the epic wedding you deserve. Buy the Monday evening, July 15th, to get your copy of the Flair Island Wedding Edition. Take your wedding to the next level.
You saw Paul's keen message. You saw Paul's keen message on Facebook. Jamaica under attack. Sorry, we're not able at this time to help the listener who says, I'm logging off now because there's no electricity, so I need to save my battery for emergency. So she's being quite frugal. Velta Wilson, good day to you. Thank you very much for checking in. And greetings to our colleague, Paul A. Skeen, who has posted a most dramatic expression. Dr. Trevor Dixon, emergency medicine physician, founder of Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. Dr. Dixon says, good day, Dervan. We are here monitoring situation on the island. Before God and man, we pledge our love and commitment to Jamaica, says Dr. Dixon. We've been looking at just leafing through and taking note of how many shelters are listed. The total is 889 shelters listed for 2024-25. 889 shelters. Doesn't sound as if there should be any shortage of room, in a manner of speaking. Maybe, maybe not. So the key thing now is getting a copy of the National Emergency Shelter listing for those who would like to learn where to go in the event of an emergency, which shelter And we trust you have found that information already and made whatever decision you need to make. So we have quite a bit of material, learning material, and useful and life-saving material. So here's one of the numbers that we gave out, that we got from Dr. Nicole Dawkins Wright, the 888 One Love line, 888 One Love. So this is for further information as far as your health checklist for this storm is concerned. For further information, please contact the Ministry of Health and Wellness's Emergency Operations Center, and that number is 888 One Love. That's 888-663-5683. 888 One Love. 888-663-5683. And how about some water tips for hurricane preparedness before the onset of the storm or hurricane conditions? A little too late now, right? Remember that water supply systems are inherently at severe risk of damage and disruption from hurricanes and storms. So don't be unprepared if there is a temporary disruption in service. Collect and store water. Tanks should be checked to ensure that they are filled and their non-return valves are working properly. Tanks should be secured as much as possible from high winds. Ensuring that they are filled is one way of helping to keep them from being blown away. Ensure that considerations are made for water as part of your hurricane preparedness, including making sure to store foods that are easy to prepare and don't require much water either to prepare or to clean up. Other water tips for hurricane preparedness after the storm: check to determine if the NWC's public piped supply is disrupted, especially for persons with directly connected tanks. A disruption in the public supply may not be obvious immediately, but you certainly do not want to be using up your stored water not knowing that the public supply is off. Another consideration: always conserve the water you have stored. Ensure that water stored in tanks remain locked. Limit cooking foods that require much water to prepare. Use paper plates to avoid washing dishes and control other activities that use much water or use a lot of water. Use untreated or rainwater for washing, flushing toilets, and similar activities. If your piped supply is disrupted, rainwater may be used to replenish potable water that you have already used. Rainwater may be purified by boiling for 5 minutes or by adding 2 to 4 drops of bleach per liter of water. Water treated with bleach should be allowed to settle for 30 minutes before drinking. So what about after the storm now? The water tips for hurricane preparedness. After the storm, report any broken water or sewer mains or other defective water infrastructure you observe to the nearest NWC office, or call 888 call NWC. That's 888-225-5692. Be patient and cooperate in any way you can in the process to restore normality to your water systems. Have open mouth, large, clean containers on hand that water can be collected in if water trucking is being done. more information for you, our faithful listeners at home and abroad. Still hoping to find the latest bulletin though. Yeah, I need to find the latest bulletin and present that information. Valerie Weller-Peck is online as usual. Hope you're well and safe. Thank you very much for your message. All right, so let's now do a recap of sorts. So, some reminders: check thoroughly the roof of your house, hurricane shutters, hooks and latches, and repair where necessary. Make sure that galvanized sheeting on the roof of your house is properly fastened. Keep in stock extra plastic bags and sheets of plastic. Plastic is essential to prevent important documents, paintings, equipment, and furniture from getting wet. Keep handy a supply of lumber, plywood, timber, etc. for battening down purposes. Trim trees that touch power lines or hang over the house and other buildings. Make sure that emergency cooking facilities such as coal stoves are in good working condition, as these may be necessary. Make sure you have a supply of kerosene and coal. Keep the coal dry by wrapping it in a plastic bag or other waterproof material. Latch down securely all small buildings in the yard, such as outdoor kitchens, pit latrines, tool sheds, barns, etc. Store extra food, especially things that can be eaten without cooking or which need very little preparation. Electricity may be off during a hurricane, leaving you without refrigeration. Place emergency food supply in a waterproof container and store in a closed box, cupboard, or trunk. Make sure you have emergency equipment in your home. These include water boots, raincoats, flashlights, batteries, portable radio, kerosene lamps, and matches. Have simple first aid equipment such as iodine, bandages, eye lotion, and I'm still asking what that is though, eye lotion. I've been asking, but nobody has come forward. Eye lotion. Mm. Hopefully before this program is over, we have an answer. Just goes to show learning is continuous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Have a family disaster plan, know your evacuation route, know the nearest shelters and other critical facilities such as police station and health centers. Good afternoon to Inez Ayona Campbell. She says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan, viewers and listeners. Everyone, please be safe in this weather. Check in with family and friends. Everyone is doing okay. Well, we trust all is well. And if you are up for it, feel free to message us as usual, 876-365-3346, or you can call us at 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. And let's see. Oh, looks like we have a bit of an update here now. Thank you very much, Jesse Blake. And so here is the latest bulletin number 18. Bulletin number 18. Oh, yes. Let's go to the break and come back with bulletin number 18 from the National Meteorological Service.
We're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:45. Power 106 FM, the digital sound, and now reaching you in your waves. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. You can tune in on your mobile phones by dialing 631-359-8281 if you're in the U.S. And if you're in the UK, you can dial 0330-606-0953. Plus, listen to us on OneSpotMedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to GoBackJamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all humans can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.